Jeff Adams Show.
It's the Jeff Adams Show.
The Jeff Adams Show.
Live from Lakeland, Florida. It's the Jeff Adams Show.
You're listening to The Jeff Adams Show. The Jeff Adams Show is sponsored by
The FBA, the Florida Basketball Association. No egos, they play for passion with heart. Great basketball. Check thefba.com for local schedules.
The JA Creative phone lines are sponsored by Backbone Radio. Call in today at 818-927-6205. The Jeff Adams Show is sponsored by Blog Talk Radio. Go to blogtalkradio.com for more information. Yeah, where'd the music go? Oh, it's my fault. I'm looking back at the stream. This is crazy Monday, man. Everything's going wrong. There's something the matter with the backbone thing again, man. It's something bad. Something bad's happening. So we're here at the Jeff Adams Show live, doing what we do, and having a wonderful Monday at that. And we are here at Lakeland TV, JA Creative New Media, holding it down. Got a packed house, almost a packed house. Got one seat open. It wasn't a sold-out event, but we're here. I'm irritated about that backbone thing. It's like I think like supernaturally something's playing with me here.
The technology gods are not in your favor.
They're not. And everybody thinks I make this stuff up. Like I start going these rants because.
Did you sacrifice of the week?
No.
There it is.
I didn't kill one MP3. I didn't do it.
See?
But yeah, I don't know what's going on with that thing. I literally looked over and it just clicked. It was live during the pre-show and then it's not. So I don't know. In any event, we're live on Blog Talk Radio.
Yeah.
And we're streaming a stream up. Ustream, YouTube. But the real party's at the JeffAdamsShow.tv.
Yeah.
In the chat room, baby.
Yeah, the line that says he's not cutting his pee-pee.
Do what?
That's the last line on the chat room.
Who? What was that? I don't have my chat room up.
I put, he's not cutting his pee-pee, talking about Bruce Jenner.
Oh. You put that in there? I was like,
Yeah.
Someone cutting pee-pees.
Yeah.
So anyways, we've got Cray Cray in the house today.
Good afternoon, everybody.
He's ran right in here and did the show. He's actually running out the door.
Just running in, running out.
And I happened to be just by the door, and I said, hey, man, what are you doing? He says, I'm running.
Running.
And I was like, oh, why don't you come and do the show? And he's here.
All right.
Maybe.
Sounds good. Good plan.
It's a good plan.
Good way to spend a Monday afternoon.
Fly by the seat of your pants.
That's right.
Then we have new with us from, he has a buck killing show.
That's right.
Hunting.
It's a hunting show.
Called the Bucs Brief. We got Chris Fisher in the house. How you doing, Chris?
Good, man. Thanks for having me on, Jeff. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. It's good reaching out on Twitter, man. A podcaster, broadcaster.
Once again, Twitter connects.
That's right.
It's the power, man.
Twitter's where it's at.
It's like an AA group for broadcasters. You do a show? I do a show. You want to come in here and do the show?
Okay.
Sounds good. Then we got Chris
Weird
producing
angle.
it. I don't know if he's producing anymore. He's pretty much just driving around with his friggin' part-time job. Uber comes here at 12 o'clock, gets lost in Cape Canaveral.
I did not get lost. Calm down. I was just, next time you call me out.
I don't know. That's bizarre. You got lost at Cape Canaveral?
I didn't get lost. I went voluntarily to Cape Canaveral, got $60 out of it, plus a tip. And it's good. It's good business. What are you talking? Stop dissing on my new business.
And $60 out the door for getting here.
Back at you.
What's that?
Back at you, sir.
Yeah, he's all mad. I call out.
You're not calling me out.
Uber.
Okay.
Uber. How's that even work? Did it work out for you this weekend?
Yeah, man. I'm right now. I'm at where's my enter? I'm at $180 in 2 days.
Really?
Yeah, and that's let's see. I did 6 hours yesterday and 2.5 today.
And how much gas?
Let's see, 60 bucks. It's not bad. I'm still in the green. 100 and whatever.
And anything interesting happen in the car?
You really got to ask me that?
You're not letting people do stuff in your back seat, are you?
One person,
Hi-oh.
a couple. My last fare from Whiskey Dick's bar to UCF.
Wait.
That's
Stop
gonna end bad.
right there. Whiskey Dick?
Whiskey Dick's.
Whiskey, okay.
Dick's
All right.
bar, right next to Caseyon's bar. They were partying, and the young couple got in, and next thing I know, she is heading the lap
In your car?
in my car,
Your Uber car?
my Uber car.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. So I was like, what are you guys doing? Ordering pizza. Huh.
That's not the only thing
That's
to order.
it's a new way to order. Hey, she
That's
gave, me,
Oscar Mayer truck or something.
she gave me a $5 tip and her phone number. And I was like, why would I want your phone number? You already got a... She said, that's not my boyfriend. That's my best friend. Ah! Interesting.
Uber.
Then I got a stripper. Had to take her to work.
What in the world?
Then, let's see. Had to take somebody to the hospital because they had
Bleeding all over the back of your car.
internal brain bleeding, something like that.
I'm not going to pay for 911.
Yeah.
So I had to
not
take him
calling
to the
the ambulance.
hospital.
I'll wait for Uber.
It was really interesting. Got to take a dad to pick up his daughter. It was really weird. My first day, it was really weird. It was a lady called me that today, this happened today. She actually gave me a 1 star out of 5 because she ran late to work. Well, if you have to be at 8 o'clock at work and you call me at 7:55 when it's bumper to bumper and I-4, yeah, honey, you're going to be late. So the little witch gave me a 1 star and brought my rating down to 4.75 when I did a 5 out of 5 for 20 cars yesterday. A little upset, but that one really burned me.
I'm gonna wrench you out.
Then the before I went to Cape Canaveral, the guy fell asleep in my car, and I was like, "Hey man, I don't know where I'm going." He didn't put an address in it. Just go to I-4. So I went to I-4. Then I get on I-4. It's like, you passed it. I'm like, bro, you're sleeping. And yeah, it was interesting, really interesting.
Did he tell you what boat he was going on? Nothing?
Yeah, he did. It was the Enchantment, and they're going to the Bahamas for the wife's birthday.
Lucky guy.
Yeah.
Stuck here in this hot freaking room.
That's the boat I'm going on in 2 weeks.
Enchantment?
Enchantment of the
Make
Seas.
sure you go to Terminal B.
Okay.
It's, Port 1. Or you know what? Just text me and I'll take you.
There you go. I won't
Uber.
fall asleep. I promise.
I already know where it is. So you can fall asleep all you want.
Uber seems like the future, man.
It is.
I don't know if I could do that. I don't want strangers in the backseat of my car.
That was scared of, getting strangers in the back of my car. But once I started talking to them, they were no longer strangers. They were my best buddies.
But what are the chances, though? You're picking up drunk people. What are the chances of someone actually throwing up in your car or something?
Pretty good.
Pretty high. Just like one of the ladies, she had to go pee. So I had to really stop at the 7-Eleven to take her to the bathroom.
Hey, honey, you got a Gatorade bottle, sweet?
I did, but I don't think she could aim that well.
I
She was
know.
drunk. She spent $150.
I'm
at the
desperate. I'll
bar.
try anything at this point. Man. So, we're here, and, man, and truthfully, I don't even want to be here right now. It's like Monday.
Case of the Monday is serious.
It really is. I don't know what it is. I'm like a funk. Because I came in here Saturday. I worked. I was on someone else's show for a good hour and a half. And I never really do people's shows.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. Well, newsflash, though. I just got a text. Gavin Welch left here. I'm going to be on Nicole's podcast.
There you go.
What?
Finally.
Real men.
Yeah.
Real time.
And
What happened
backwards,
to my
whatever.
iPad?
And she said, I had to turn it down because the AM guys are broadcasting at the Wazoo. You hear them?
Oh, there they are.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
guys. Welcome
Freaking
to
every
the
Monday, every freaking Monday, those guys down the street have to turn their band all the way on. I've done everything the ground is saying, and they're still talking. Yakety, yakety, yak. We got AM bands that we push everything, boards, blah, 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 blah. So I have to mute his sound thing. Tuesdays,
Tuesday through Friday.
Wednesdays, Thursdays, all good.
Yeah,
But today, listen, listen to what it's saying.
they're in commercial.
Sounds like Chris'
Sounds
type
like
of
Rush.
station.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Rush.
Freaking Rush Limbaugh. He's down the street? He's like syndicated down the street. What's the AM station? I'm going to give him a call. This is ridiculous.
You know what it is.
Well, let's just go visit them. Not call them, visit them.
Let's go to Rush's studio and just like, what are you doing? Do something to him. No, I don't get it. Like every Monday, it comes right through that board.
Not every Monday. This is the first Monday because last Monday we didn't have any problem. This is our second Monday having problems with them.
We got problems with everything today. Should have just never showed up.
You should come to kick an arrow with me.
I drive Uber cars for a living.
You can be my passenger.
So, Chris is just your first time on the show. Sorry about my bad attitude. And you took time out of your busy schedule today to come here.
It's all good. I appreciate it.
So tell us about your podcast.
It's
man.
actually not a hunting podcast.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh, my gosh. Chris, I'm going to strangle you. You gave me those notes. It's a hunting podcast?
Sure. Sorry.
It's a buck. Kill the bucks.
Actually, it was a Bucs Brief from, like, the Blaze. So I was like, I thought we had, like, actually Buck Sexton in town.
Oh.
But never mind. It was
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, we're in Tampa. How could you not get that, put two and two together?
I don't follow sports.
Okay.
Well, some people have asked if it's a podcast about underwear, too, that our hunting underwear show, I guess, with the brief in there.
The brief in there. Yeah.
So you got a pretty big following with that, right?
It's going really well, actually. Started it up January of last year. The Bucs, for how terrible that they've been over the past few years, actually have a very passionate fan base.
I thought of you.
Very passionate.
I thought of you on Friday. I was driving around Tampa, toting my boat around for someone to try to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
And I passed by the stadium. They got that big billboard. They got the question mark who they're going to draft with the. Do you seen that advertisement over there?
Absolutely.
Wow, the titty bars over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
right down the road.
But I saw it and I thought of you. I was like, man, maybe the Bucs can turn it around. Maybe I can actually become a fan.
It would be nice. It's been many, many years of heartache being a Buccaneers fan. The slight time that the franchise was very successful, and then it's been, I think, since 2009 since they've been relevant.
Oh, wow.
So, actually, no, before that, I'm sorry, 1999, I think. Well, the 2000 Super Bowl, 2002, 2003, and then 2006, I think, was the last playoff appearance.
As a Detroit Lions fan, I want to hear nothing about how pathetic, the Bucs are.
The Bucs. It's not even football season.
Just going to put that out there. At least y'all have won a Super Bowl. We've never been to a Super Bowl.
That's a good point.
It's not too bad in Tampa.
Right, yeah.
But you could be an Orlando Magic fan. That's even worse.
Yeah, that'd be worse.
Brutal.
Horrible.
It's just like we can't keep anybody.
I don't know why.
We should just destroy all the professional teams in Florida. It makes no sense. Orlando, Tampa.
Soccer game is doing good.
The Rays, what a disappointment those guys are. They should be ashamed of themselves.
They just need a new stadium. They'll be all set.
Yeah, closer to the casino. I would go. I'd actually go to some of the freaking games if they got closer, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm not a big baseball guy. I don't watch it on TV, but I love going to games.
Hey, getting over there to the Trop is kind of a pain.
Well, $275 right there.
Right.
I mean, forget it.
Mm-hmm.
So get this. I have a boat problem. A big boat problem, and I'm almost going to take it through. It's sad. I'm going to have to take it through the auction and sell it.
Aw.
That's a bummer.
Well, it's got we got one of these Sea-Doo type inboard, but it's got a Mercury engine in it. And I guess years ago, Sea-Doo did some from 2000 to 2003, they got in a big fight with their engine manufacturer, and they went with Mercury. So they only created a couple of these boats. Mm-hmm. So everybody under the sun in Tampa will not touch the boat with a 10-foot pole. The people we used to took with it, they go, we don't service that anymore. No one wants to touch the boat. I guess it's really difficult to get fixed. So after 6-7 years, I think I'm going to have to send it to the auction and sell it. I'm going to get this guy. I finally found a guy who's like in the middle. I'm a little scared I left my boat there, but they look a little shady. But he said he'd fix it. So hopefully it's still there. But it's sad.
Did you get that in writing?
Yeah, we did.
And you took a picture.
It's sad because I like being out on the water.
Right.
Obviously we're really close to Tampa Bay. The water's beautiful around this year. But I was talking to my brother-in-law. He runs the auction, and he was saying, "Hey, you should take it in now because boats are hot going through the auction."
The
and
Cuban?
Yes. He's got a lot. He wears many hats. Kind of like you, the Puerto Rican. He's got 5 jobs, selling Amway, Uber, and producing the Jeff Adams Show. Let me ask you that. Do you sell stuff in the back of the car? Like if you have a little Amway?
I sold your company.
Which you know what you should do? You should get a video thing in there and run reels of the show and do ads for Amway.
I am. What I'm doing right now is actually trying to get my TVs ready. And it'll be the Jeff Adams Show in the back 2 TVs.
That's nice.
So I'm working on that. So give me a second.
Chris, I
got something in my head working. If it works the way that I want it to work, the Jeff Adams Show will be playing 24/7 on my Uber car. So, yeah.
Making fun of my brother-in-law. Yeah, my brother-in-law's got like 5-6 different companies. He got towing trucks,
But that's
lawn maintenance,
That's a Latino Hispanic way.
sells cars at the auction, resells cars. You know, there's 2 Chris's in here, so I'm gonna call you RC Chris. You're going by RC Chris, so we don't get the Chris's mixed up. So when I say Chris, you guys go
Yeah.
When you're talking to me, I know.
Great show prep there, huh? Yeah, but Puerto Rican has got 5. How many jobs is that now? 4? 4 jobs or 3?
4, if you count what I'm doing with J Creative.
All right, that's 4. Sorry, I can't pay you more. They have to work all these other jobs.
That's not what we agreed on.
Chris, Buccaneer. So what does the season look like for being a Buccaneer?
Well, hopefully better than sound effect. Hopefully better than 2-14 last year. But I mean, everyone's excited with the first.
Wait a minute. 2-14.
2-14 last year.
He
I get laughter from the guy who doesn't follow sports.
He's over there choking like.
Beautiful. Go Buccaneers.
The first overall pick, everyone's very excited in Tampa, and we'll hope for an improved year.
Wow, we get some egomaniac that's not going to stay to the team. I want to be traded.
It's in Florida State. James Winston looks like all signs are pointing to that's going to be the pick. So yeah, it's gonna have some excitement here in the state of Florida as well.
Until he bolts for a winning organization. But it doesn't really happen that much in NFL football. They kind of stay.
The Bucs have never had every quarterback that they've drafted in the first round of the NFL draft has never signed a second contract with the team. But that's usually because they're not successful, so
right.
The team doesn't want him anymore. So we'll see if Winston bucks the trend. No pun intended there. And signs on for a second deal with the Bucs.
You know what's sad about sports? It's like I'm a big basketball guy, and I love it. But after all the bitterness that happened with like the Magic, I downloaded that NBA something. And I don't play video games, but I downloaded that NBA 2015 or whatever. So I got that, and I guess you can create a player. And I'm just so pissed off at basketball that I became this egomaniac rookie that demands to be traded before I even played a game. Like in the video game, you can have, like, you go to these interviews, like, you meet with the GM, how is everything going? So I say everything negative. Trade me. Just out of spite of being pissed off about basketball. Yeah, yesterday I was like, my wife left out of town. She's gone for a week. I'm like, good chance just to veg in front of the TV, monitor the kids. Boy, that shot me in the butt. Oh my gosh, Matt Baxter's calling him now.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So anyways, I'll get to the story. We'll get to him in a minute. But I was just watching basketball. I was looking forward to watching the Cavaliers. I've kind of watched them on the internet. I'm like, all right, I get to see Kevin Love, see all this madness play. Turn it on, Kevin Love's hurt. Gets hurt.
Dislocated his shoulder or something.
Yeah.
Or popped it out of socket.
And so I'm watching it, and then I bought some stuff for the kids to do. Like, Jacob built this little robot thing. We went to the hobby store. He's building that. And then I'm watching, I try to shelter my kids. Like I said, I wouldn't even let them watch this show because we talk about stupid stuff sometimes. And friggin' the commercials at, 4:30 in the afternoon, you got to be kidding me. There was like a preview of these women. They were talking some stupid frat movie, and they said, hey, will you have sex with me? And my son, who's 10 years old, and his friend, a neighborhood friend, is 8. They're just sitting there like, look, and they had like that deer in the headlight look. I'm just like, oh my gosh. I have to turn off the TV. And then after that, there was some kind of sexual thing where it was like a domineering thing. I just had to turn off the TV. I can't even watch basketball on freaking TV around my kids. It's so freaking sad.
Got to start watching hockey. We don't have those problems.
That's what you said in the social media. Family. So anyways, I'm laying low, like loafing on the couch, like relaxing, like monitoring, like, Dad, can I get a drink? Sure, go get it. Whatever you want to do. And so I go outside and check up on things, and I hear something in the distance fly. And I heard, how the sound would spray paint bottle. I heard that go click, 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 and I looked. And I smelt it. I'm like, all right, what's going on out here? They go, Marvin's. And I looked at him like, you did what? I just immediately grabbed him by the arm, and I said, let's go, because I smelt it, and I'm thinking the worst. Like, this guy, I just got the house painted. This guy just tagged the house. And Marvin's 5. I mean, we don't know Chris. We adopted him from Haiti, and he didn't know, So I go inside. I sit him down. He's crying. And then I said, all right, I need to know what you spray painted. He goes, nothing. I'm like, you just sprayed it in the air. He goes, yes. And so I talked to him. You know, he did his timeout. Then he went back out. But when I was walking out, his brand new shirt that we bought him, destroyed. It's got spray paint all over the back. I'm like, wait a minute, there's more to this story. I gotta do some private investigating. And so I said, hey, what did you spray paint? He looked at me, just didn't say anything. I said, what did you spray paint? Your truck. Oh,
Bam.
And needless, I've been talking about all weekend. I've been like eyeing like this new truck because I've had my Avalanche since 2003. It's paid for, and I'm like thinking, man, I could probably get $6,000-7,000 for this Avalanche. I've taken somewhat decent. It's not in the best shape, and I'm sitting there, and all I can think about, I go, oh my gosh, because it wasn't just regular spray paint. It was like that brown rustic spray paint. Well, the good news is he didn't get like any of the black paint. He got like the bumper. So my bumper, he's got this brown tag on it. But the good news is some people said I could probably get out with WD-9.
Nice.
WD-40?
Yeah, WD-40.
Yeah, so that's good news. But
Or
man,
gasoline.
Seeing as it's Polk County and it's an avalanche, I mean, you could get a couple other cans of spray paint and just camouflage that bad boy.
yeah.
It might increase the value to the right to the right
To those
buyer.
hillbillies over there.
Oh, you got my dad on the phone?
I got everybody on the phone. It's a party on the phone. So
Hey, Dad, you there? Dad? Dad? These dang phone lines. Hang on a minute.
Mr. Adams.
Let me reboot my system.
All right.
This is just like,
We'll
don't
get
even
it.
show up.
Apparently the technology's having a case.
This is what it did last time.
Yeah. Mr. Adams, are you there?
This is why the thing blew up last time. I'm like live on the air and it goes, and all this hissing happened, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Did I break it? All righty. Well,
Hang on a minute. It's rebooting. Let's see if it's going to work. All right.
Radio at its finest, right here.
it is.
Dad, you there?
Hello?
Dad!
How you doing?
Hey!
Is this Jeff?
Yeah, it's Jeff. I wanted to call you and wish you happy birthday on the show today.
Woo! Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
How old are you
Nice.
today? How old are you today, Dad?
19.
86?
You're not 86. Not that
Oh,
old.
68, that's right.
The dyslexia kid.
See where Jeff gets his dyslexia.
Yeah, got it from my dad. So what do you got planned today, Dad?
Well, I got an art magazine in the mail. I got real excited.
What?
Just kidding.
That's retirement.
Yep.
My dad gets excited about the little things. Got Modern Family coming on
And the
tonight.
UPS guy came, too. That's right.
Oh, yeah?
So you made contact with the world out there.
You did.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, let's see if Matt wants to say anything to you.
Yeah.
Matt Baxter, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
You want to wish my daddy a happy birthday?
Yep, happy birthday.
Did you hear him, Dad?
No?
All right, we'll put Matt back on hold. Matt wished you a happy birthday. Yeah, I just want to call you, tell you I love you, and have a great happy birthday. I got a present for you.
Is it on the mail?
It's not in the mail. It's sitting
Oh,
on
you
my
do?
dresser. Yeah.
You should ask.
Oh.
You should ask what it is.
Yeah, what is it?
I want you to try. I want you to try to guess what your present is.
You only get 2 tries.
What do you think?
A gift card from Lowe's?
Nope. Negatory, Skeletor.
Looks like Jeff likes Lowe's.
Last choice.
A shirt?
Yes! Score! You win your shirt for your birthday.
Isn't that the typical
All
gift?
right.
Isn't that a typical gift a son will get his father, either a shirt or a tie?
That's all you can get my dad. And
Why?
he's happy with it.
I think he would have been happy with a Lowe's gift card. It sounds
I think,
like.
yeah, because he wants to go to Lowe's. Maybe he needs to take a trip to Lowe's with his new shirt.
Yeah.
No, I was just guessing,
Just guessing.
You got me a Lowe's gift card one year.
Yeah.
The shirt's great. I can always use shirts.
I flip it in and out for you.
Unless it's an XL.
Oh, yeah. It's an XL.
What's wrong with XL?
Going the other way.
I got you an extra small, Dad.
I'm close to the medium now.
So you can look buff. You can wear your tight jeans and
A schmall.
be hip again.
A schmall.
So when are you going to play golf? When's your arm going to get better? I mean,
Well, let's see. 3 weeks ago, I had the pacemaker put in, so I think they said I have to wait at least 5 or 6 weeks after the surgery. That's what Barry, when my brother, he had one, he had to wait that long. So
yeah.
I guess another three weeks, I should be able to play golf.
All right, well, let's do it. We'll do it on a Friday.
Nice.
Hit the greens,
That
Dad.
sounds good. I'd love to do that.
That's birthday person number 2.
And I could bring your shirt and everything. And
Oh, wow. That's a long time for a shirt.
yeah, maybe I'll see him before then.
There you go. You should see him, like, after the show.
All right, Dad. Well,
Well,
go ahead, Dad.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, no need to spend extra postage. I'll just get it from you when you come over.
Okay.
Well, isn't your dad closer to me?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get you a new shirt. I had to use it to get all the spray paint off my truck.
Oh, poor Marvin.
Did he spray your truck?
Oh, did he?
Oh, mercy.
Happy Father's Day, Dad.
Well, maybe he hit the rust spots. That'd be good.
Well, it looks rusty now. He was using the rust spray paint, so it looks bad. But I'll get it fixed.
What color was it?
It was like that brown rustic spray paint.
Oh, and your truck's blue, if I remember right? No?
Dad, it's black.
Black, that's right.
Midnight blue.
See, my dad doesn't see me that much.
I know. I say something about you.
I thought it was dark blue, but it's black, yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, well, have a happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday.
Well, I sure appreciate it, and thank you, and the Lord bless you.
All right,
He's really
man.
blessed me this day.
Yes, he has. You're breathing. That's good.
That's good.
It's
That's a
fantastic.
blessing right there.
We get to play golf.
Yes.
All right, I love you, Dad.
All right.
Bye.
Love you, too. Bye-bye.
Matt Baxter,
You.
what's going on this fine day with you, Matt Baxter?
Not much, man. Not much.
Doesn't sound like Matt's having a case of the Mondays. Sounds like he's having a good day.
You're enthusiastic, man. You should be in here right now.
I think he's the only one in the bunch.
I'm mad. Everything's just not working right today. I'm pissed.
Really, what happened?
I don't know. It's just everything's not working in here.
Technology gremlins striking.
Did you come in here and mess with stuff?
New.
What?
Well, that's
What's up
another,
with your inflections? You go, pretty good. And you go, no.
There goes another pay deduction.
Yeah. So what are you doing today? What's on your agenda with your free, carefree life? Don't have to work. What's going on with you?
Nothing much.
That's like pretty much every single
That's pretty
day.
much every single day. Yep, you got it.
Every single day, nothing much. So where are you at now? You at the house?
Well, actually,
Oh, here we go. We got something. Matt's going to
Actually-
talk. Let's go.
all right. Tomorrow I'm going to go volunteer at the bank. Probably after that, I don't know what I'm going to do after that.
You're going to hit the casino?
Nope.
Bet it all on black? Never look back? Have you?
Shit. That's funny.
What? Did you sneeze? Was that a sneeze?
I think so.
So, Matt, it's going to be a good day when you come in here. I'm going to bring my father-in-law in here when you come in here. It's going to be you and him. They're going to do a face-off.
Your father-in-law or your father?
All
My
right.
father-in-law.
Oh, okay.
And you guys are going to look at each other, and you guys are just going to do the show by yourselves. And we're going to do it on a Monday, so that way I don't have to show up.
So you want your 3-day weekend to turn to a 4-day weekend.
Does that sound fun?
Sounds like a fun deal, man. Sounds good to me.
All right, you owe me Chick-fil-A. I bought it last time. You gonna buy me You gonna buy me Chick-fil-A this time? Matt.
I can get money for it.
Okay. Matt, you got to wake up, man. I'm talking to you, and there's like a big delay.
Maybe he's still sleeping. Is he at
Oh, I'm sorry. Jeez.
Matt. All right, Matt. Have a great day, and thanks for calling Jeff Adams Show.
Take care, Matt.
There's only so much I try to get more information out of him. I try to dive a little bit deeper.
He's the king of the one-word answer.
That's why I want to get him in here, because I want to show people that this guy is we're not making this up.
Right.
Big shout out to Jason Bryant, first-time watcher. He watched you on the new media show on Saturday. And he's a big fan of the Bucs Brief.
All right.
Hey, look, I'm
Good.
bringing
Bring it in.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's a good one. So welcome, Jason.
He watched me on the
New media show on Saturday. Yeah,
okay.
he watched you, and then he listens to Bucs Brief. So he's a double whammy right there.
Where's he from?
Ask him,
Where are you from, Jason?
and I'll wait for the answer.
I'm not in the chat room, so I can't see.
He needs to start listening to the Diz Runs With podcast, and then it'll be a triple threat.
Yeah, but
Hashtag shameless self-promotion.
getting this all squared away, man. You realize with having all this stuff, you realize you're like, okay, it's pretty cool, but there's just so much to it.
Mm-hmm.
And
that producer of yours just comes late.
got a little cocky this morning. Did a meeting with Gavin Welch. Went till like 11. I'm like, I should be doing stuff. And for that matter, I forgot to do a new promo. We are officially sponsored by our new private CDN. We've been using it for a while, but StreamSpot. StreamSpot
Nice.
is an official sponsor of the show now.
Nice.
So thank you to them. I mean, they were like a boss back in with the Glenn Beck story. Did 800,000 views on the internet in 24 hours.
Yep.
And they were, man, I tell you what, they were fantastic. We had a free account, and I go, oh my gosh, I forgot to call them. So they had to turn all these servers on
Wow.
to meet the demand of that video.
To a free account. That's
big time.
But props to Brian there and the team there. Man, we're excited about the partnership, and go StreamSpot.
Yes.
Baby, if you're looking to stream, you're a podcaster, go to them, man, because they are the best. You're looking for that video stream, StreamSpot's it. Telling you, straight up.
plug.
Straight up. Chris is like, man, what did I get into today? I'm sorry.
love it.
I'm sorry I'm so down today.
I was wondering, the caller, did he say he's going to go volunteer at a bank?
Food bank.
Is that what he said?
Matt
His
Baxter.
mom went to the bank.
Yeah, he still lives with his mom. He's
Okay,
45.
we need to Bucs Brief.
Yeah, Matt Baxter. I've known Matt Baxter for a long time. And he just, it's just, he can't hold a job down. But nicest guy on the planet. He'll call, and it's just kind of awkward. He'll say, just kind of sit there, and you ask him, hey, how you doing? Okay. And, when my dad had that surgery, I think it was on my mom had a pacemaker put in. And I was out there for that, and I was leaving. And I went to go pick him up, took him to Chick-fil-A. And it was actually pretty pleasant. I got like some conversation. But I guess on the phone, he just doesn't do well. He calls my cell phone, checks in. He's been calling forever. And I just ended up getting him the radio line. I said, hey, just call on the radio show. And he goes, okay. He calls me every single day. Every single day. Calls without fail. He calls in. Good guy. But you guys, I want people to see him. This guy's not made up. He's the real deal. But yeah, he lives with his mom. Out in the woods, in the middle of nowhere, outside of Mount Dora. I forget, Ashtatula.
Okay.
I mean, it's a haul. You have to go through all these farmer lands, and it's just bizarre.
Back where I live.
And he lives in a log cabin, a 2-story log cabin. And it was weird because he said, hey, I want you to come in, take a look at the place. I'm like, okay. So I did, and it was like walking into 1800s. I mean, he doesn't have a computer. I mean, when he hears a show, the only way he listens to it is when he's like sitting on hold.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got one of those old flip phones.
Mm-hmm.
So, for those people that heard the story before, I apologize, but I'm just,
Seems like we talk about that once or twice a week.
yeah. But I gotta explain to him. I mean, he doesn't have and he goes to the library to check out. He watches Striper videos on YouTube. That's what his day is. Gets on the bus and does that and goes back home. So, I mean, that's his life. Fantastic.
Simple things.
It's the simple things. I'm kind of jealous.
Mm-hmm.
You know how
in a way,
bad I'd like to be
absolutely.
just sitting in front of a computer in the library watching Striper videos right now?
Yeah.
Jealous.
Yeah.
But I told him, I said, you need to, when you go on YouTube, there's a little bit more on YouTube than Striper videos.
Just Striper.
I said, you should,
check out the
dive in a
Jeff
little bit.
Adams
Yeah, go watch some of the old shows or something. You can hear yourself. He's
Actually, the episode that he called in and talked about World of Warcraft, something like that, it was the show that made it.
oh, the
to
Dungeons and Dragons?
That's
Yeah.
the show that made it to 800 million views.
He started saying, giving him pointers about Dungeons and Dragons. Nice. I guess he plays with his brother.
Yeah, this guy's like 40 something, just to let you know.
45, maybe 46 now. But man, I can't wait till he comes in. In fact, you might have to Uber yourself over there and pick him up really soon. Because I can't take any more phone
Jeff
calls.
Adams, sponsored by Uber.
I can't take any more phone calls. Hey, Matt, how's it going? Let's see. I could probably just do it right now. Hey, we got Matt on the line. Matt, What's going on?
Matt, how you doing today?
I'm just kidding with you, man. April Fools.
Oh, it's not April Fool's, Matt. It's not April Fool's. Oh, man.
Matt,
What
you
are
having a good day today?
Absolutely.
There you go.
That's all we need. Matt Baxter calling, it happens. Oh, man. So, Nepal, I want to say something to Nepal, man. That just breaks my heart when I see that devastation going on there. Since we're doom and gloom Monday.
Yeah, taking a little turn right now.
Yeah. But, I don't understand it. But
global warming, climate change, climate chaos.
Last time that happened, that's how we decided to adopt from Haiti. I didn't want to adopt.
Really?
And the earthquake, we saw this kid getting pulled out of the rubble. And my wife goes, "You ready now?" And I'm like, "Yes." So maybe that's why I'm not watching the videos now, because I'll feel like my wife's going to go, "You want to adopt again?"
More?
Turn off the TV. No.
We'll make this 3 to 5.
Parenting's hard. You guys are parents.
2 kids. Yeah.
Everybody's in here. How old are your, Chris?
6 and 4.
Oh, jeez.
Both girls.
Ooh.
Oh, geez, that's even worse.
Yeah.
No, girls are pretty easy. They're
don't
pretty
know
easy to
about
raise.
that.
I don't know.
I don't know about that. I
Yeah, they are. Boys are just everywhere. They're a lot of work. But you have the dynamic of 3, a boy, girl, boy. That's even worse. Because they're fighting all the time and bickering and arguing, and it's really bad. I mean, so what are some of the experiences of...
oh, my gosh. Well, I mean, the thing about having 2 girls is if you buy, let's say it's one's birthday and you buy one a present, well, the other one has to have something too. So it's never you can just buy one of anything because the other one gets jealous and then they'll yank it out of each other's hands and stuff. It's just nonstop with that.
Yeah.
Love them to death, but, man, it's sometimes they're each other's best friend and the other time they want to punch each other in the face.
Yesterday was bad. Yeah, I think I put Marvin to bed at 7:30 at night. I'm not even kidding. My wife tries to call on FaceTime and goes, I just put him to bed. You did what? It's not even 8 o'clock. I said, yeah, it's just one of those days. I just had to put him to bed.
He was tired.
Marvin goes, it's still daylight outside.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
He has an accent?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He doesn't speak his Creole anymore. But he speaks English. He lost it like a month and a half, learned English. But he still has that accent
That's
with
awesome.
his English. So, he went to bed at 7:30. I remember as a kid going to bed at 7:30 at night. Your kids. Now I understand what my parents did. It was like the daylight savings. You look out. My friends are still playing
Doesn't
kickball
matter.
outside.
Yeah.
What the heck?
I did the same thing last night. 7:45, we had him in bed. My wife took him to Epcot yesterday.
Oh.
So I was hoping they would be
Worn
tired. School this morning. And my youngest, sure enough, says, it's still morning out. She sees the light coming in. I'm like, close your eyes for 5 minutes. I guarantee you it'll be dark.
Did you go to Epcot too?
I didn't.
I
backed out.
What?
I backed out last minute.
Well, what was so important backing out at Epcot?
I was sitting around playing and downloading NBA.
Wait
games.
a minute. There's a backstory to this because I'm married too.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You ready for your therapy session?
Let's do it.
All right. There's a reason why you didn't go, isn't there? Discord in the house?
Not at all. 2 days off a week.
Really?
I get 2 days off a week. I had a full day on Saturday. Did an event out at one of the breweries out in Lakeland on Saturday night. So,
Yeah. What do you do for your main gig?
I work for a major defense company. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh, nice.
A little technical gig at doing nerdy computer stuff. So
Nice.
Yeah.
That's kind of what my brother does too.
yeah, it's a good gig. I work from home.
That's good.
That's a great gig.
I used to work from home. No, I don't. Now it's actually kind of nice to go somewhere.
Yeah.
But then if you got something to do, I got to drive 20 minutes in
I drive an hour and a half, so
to get it done.
I actually found it. I'm more productive not having to go into an office because of the fact if you knock out the time you have to get ready in the morning, drive, you have to eat lunch and all that. Like I can just sit in front of my desk the entire day in front of my computer and knock out everything I have to knock out. And you can work at night too. There's, if you got something that keeps you up and pull your computer out, sit in front of the TV, finish whatever you have to do. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice working from home. Sometimes it's bad though when you got kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's really bad 'cause my wife works out of the house too, and we have offices on the upstairs over the garage. So we made them, But I mean, even when you had kids there, they're just you'd be on the phone call trying to do something, and they, hey, what's going on? I'm just like, oh, how'd you get up here?
It only happened one time. I was actually on the phone with my boss doing a performance evaluation, and my little one picked up the phone and started talking. I was like, of course, it's got to happen on the day you're getting your review, right?
You know what happened one time is I was out of town because I worked in the music industry, so I was always on the road. My wife was on the road. And I was on the road, and I guess Jacob just got familiar with phones, so he texted I love you. He thought he was texting me, and he text Stacy's boss. And he was like, he texts back and goes, huh? She was so embarrassed, like, my son grabbed my phone.
Sure.
I had a guy that I booked. I recorded an interview last night for the podcast, and my wife texted me from Epcot. We're heading home. I said, okay, love you. Drive safe. And I sent it to him, the guest that was going to do that.
I do that a lot.
He just texted me back, love you too. Like all these smiley kiss,
That's
avatar things.
I did something one time. I think, it was something inappropriate I did, and I had sent it to the wrong person. I'm like,
how inappropriate.
Yeah, pretty inappropriate. In fact, I was thinking about it, because you're always on my computers, and I had to take the text things off on.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Really? That inappropriate?
Yeah.
Wow. Never guessed it.
Stays in the marriage bed type stuff.
Oh, my God.
But yeah.
TMI.
I was thinking that the other day. I was like, man, a good thing I'm not doing anything like, embarrassing on my computers, because Chris has got access to everything. My Twitter account,
Sure do. Yeah, you're
Facebook. I could be embarrassed.
But I took you out, though. It's all in Hootsuite now, so I just took you out on my personal phone, because I got secret stuff there, too. So it's just,
What?
this company's full of secrets.
There's nothing to hide from my end.
Oh, there is a lot to hide from me.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
The Uber escapades.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the new TV show coming out.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Uber confessionals.
Yep.
Set the camera up in front of the car.
That's what we're going to do. I emailed Uber about it, and we might just pull it off.
Nice.
That's why I'm doing the experiment. And actually, yesterday I got to talk to all my writers, and they loved the idea. Plus, I got told them to watch the Jeff Adams show.
Not today.
No, not today.
Don't watch it today.
Don't watch it today.
Ignore Jason Bryant.
It's like you have to put, like, doing this, you have to, like, everybody thinks you can turn it on, turn it off. And you have to be, like, mentally prepared to do this. I mean, and the thing that sucks the life out of me doing this is, like, when something goes wrong. Like, my mind, like, doing the show right now, my mind's, I'm thinking about the business call I have to do after you get off the phone. And then I got to figure out the tech end on this, why this is not working after I dealt with it this morning with them via email. It's just a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wake up in the middle of the night thinking about something. If something broke or whatever, something went wrong during the show, and wake up in the middle of the night, like, okay, that's what I could have done to fix it. And all that. It just drive me insane.
I woke up at 5:30 thinking about the show this morning of all the all the tech stuff, because I was having a dream that something was going wrong, and maybe it was a prophecy. Maybe it was a big prophecy that was going on. The phone lines are going crazy, and the backbone.
According to George, nothing's wrong at his end. He emailed back.
So. I fixed it on the end, but the live switch is not working. But we're not going to talk about that, because people are listening and watching like, what are they talking about? Just like what we talk about every single day, absolutely nothing on this show.
And how does he get sponsors?
I don't know.
That is a secret.
It's because I should probably cancel this show and just work on the back end on stuff.
Yeah.
What's on your agenda? You got any marathons coming up?
Maybe. I've got a half.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, it's still in the works. I've got a half for sure in June, first weekend in June over in Sanford. It's a great time to run a half marathon. June in Central Florida. It won't be hot at all.
Oh, please.
But I might, and I actually need to, one of those things, think about while you're doing something else and ways in the back of your mind. I might be working with a race out in California to do their pre-race kind of speaking at the event expo type of deal, and run the race. So it's one of those. It's a smaller race, so it won't be much as far as paid. Like, I'll probably have to pay my travel, but they'll take care of me when I'm out there. But it's an excuse to go. It's an excuse to get in front of people and talk and
do what you do.
Do a race. Yeah, absolutely. So it's still not official yet, but hopefully that'll work out in August. And I got a couple of other shorter races in the fall.
You have the beard. Is that influenced by Forrest Gump when he was running?
I think it's more influenced by the laziness of not having to shave every day.
That's exactly why I do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I look horrible without a beard now.
But you kind of like shape it to that weird thing that you got going on your face, Jeff.
Or this?
Yeah.
That's
not natural.
I shaved on, last time I shaved was yesterday morning. Look at this. On the sides. That's how I lose it. I'm losing it on my hair, on my head, but it
Find
grows
it on your face.
It grows on my body.
One thing that I get asked all the time is if Jeff's white spots are real.
Did you just call me Jess?
Jeff's.
Chief?
Jeff's.
Yes.
White spots are real.
Huh?
Your white little thing in the front?
This?
No. In your beard.
Goatee.
You go.
Yeah, do you think?
They
Why?
think
I mean,
they're-
why
they-
that?
Why
They
would you
think
dye it
they
gray?
think you dye it white.
One of those hipsters that have to dye as they look older. I'm a
They always
hipster.
ask me that. It's like, is that real?
Yes,
Like,
it's real. That's
I
age.
think it's real.
It's
yeah.
the stress of
No,
doing
but
this
why
show.
is it just only in the goatee? I'm like, I don't know. Ask him. Don't ask me.
It's the stress of doing this show.
Only comes out of you goatee.
No, it's the stress of being in the music industry.
Yeah. But you just said you grow the beard because you're too lazy to shave every day, which is why I do it too. But so why would you take the time to then dye one little strip white?
I did that back in the day. Remember the mascara? What's the eyeliner stuff? Remember that?
Mascara.
Yeah, mascara.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was gonna say Mary Kay or something or Avon.
That's what
But
sells them.
Remember, I used to do this. I kid you not. I started getting hair when I was like 12 years old. So I tried to take my mom's stuff to make it look like I was
Do a
growing
little
like the little
mustache.
caterpillar look. I did that the other day. I took the thing. Showed Stacy. I go, "This was just for men." She goes, "Oh my gosh, it looks horrible." It was like perfectly black. I had a perfectly black beard. And
The
she goes,
Hulk
"No, that
Hogan.
yeah."
The Hulk Hogan beard.
Hey man, he doesn't even have a beard. It's
No,
like
but
what,
back in the day when he was
kicked
doing
on?
the whole NWO thing, and it was complete. It's funny because with the blonde hair and stuff,
Yeah.
and you just see this jet
His
black,
black
beard.
beard.
It's almost like he took like shoe polish or something and put it on his face. It looked ridiculous.
up, brother? Oh man, yeah. I need some makeup right now because most of the time I'm surprised they don't ask that why I look like Casper the Ghost on these lights. I need some like what do you call it, blush?
Yeah.
Because I before I started doing this, Kelby Media Group, they're out by the airport. They do product reviews for like BH Photo. I wanted to take a producer job there, but they said, hey, you should do the on camera thing. So I did it. Went out there, and these guys are serious. I thought, I was like, okay, I did broadcasting, I did radio, but these people that are on the news and doing these reviews, they mean business. I mean, they have. I'm not talking about the females. I'm talking about the guys. In fact, the guy that would have been my boss lives here in Lakeland. He works over there, and he had a duffel bag of makeup.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally anything you could possibly think of. And he goes, well, if you didn't bring any makeup, because I felt like I didn't have any makeup. So when I went for the interview, I went by Walgreens and got like some blush that someone told me to get. And that was it. I had it in my pocket. And he goes, where's your makeup bag? I'm like, I really don't have one. I just got blush. He goes, well, if you need some, just go in the bathroom there. We have like, whatever you can think of. And I'm like, okay. So I went in the bathroom. I just kind of stared. I go, what should I put on my face? I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I used to do interviews, someone would puff you or whatever. But I'm like sitting there looking at all this stuff. I'm like, how does a man possibly put all this stuff on his face? I mean, it was like you had blush. There was like, stuff I've never seen before in my life. And I'm like sitting there looking at it. I'm like, I guess I'm not a real broadcaster or something or a TV personality because I have no idea what the stuff is. And so I dabbled my face a little bit. And he was like, that it? Like maybe feel a little insecure. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm good to go. And needless to say, I didn't get the job. I think I was like second in the running for the job. There was like 15 people. I was like the number 2 in BH Photo. I guess they didn't like me. So
What is that
You got some
like?
I'm here.
You got some makeup tips though, right?
No makeup tips. Obviously, look at me. I'm white. Which I don't understand because I was on that show on Saturday and I'm like, I watched it on playback and I started getting irritated because there was latency on my end. With the syncing up the lips, my lips with the video. I get really annoyed at that stuff. And I just stopped watching. I'm like, Dad, gummit! Because he was running Never mind. I'm not going to go on a technical tangent here. But I was like watching it and I'm like stinking dark because he was running SD on his Skype. But you can't, and I'm running and I looked really dark. But now I'm like looking at the monitors and I'm completely white. But when you're watching a playback, I'm darker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I'm going to just quit because everything's a failure at this point.
Awesome. My turn. Move over, Jeff.
What?
My turn. If you quit, I'm
You
stepping
can't.
in.
You can't possibly do that. You know why?
Why?
Because you're so divided. You're driving Uber cars,
You know what?
and you have to show up to do a show. You
One
can't-
time. Oh my goodness. Out of being here since November, one mistake. Wow. See what I do for you next time.
I was surprised. Yeah, Kris has always been here. I mean, Kris showed up. That's how Kris got a job.
Right.
I mean, I had to figure something out. The guy was dedicated, shows up all the time.
That's why when you put me in the payroll, I don't show.
Yeah. I was like, man, the guy shows up all this stinking time. What you could possibly do to that? I mean, it's like, golly, at some point you could say,
Yeah,
thank you
I-
can only go so far.
Right.
I think it goes. What happened is that that me traveling to Cape Canaveral is going to be really good for us.
I hope so. That'd be great.
It's going to be good. I think it is. Pretty soon we'll be airing, let's see, Dancing with the Lakelanders, something like that. We could come up with a show with this guy. Literally, everything I was talking to him about dancing and stuff like that, he was eating it up like it was candy. So maybe something comes out of that.
How was that possible if you said he was sleeping?
No, that was the other guy. That was the black guy.
Did you
Not this
grab
guy.
his wallet or something and started
Why
finding
would I
information?
grab his wallet? I'm driving. I'm going 80 miles an hour in that turnpike. I don't think I could grab his wallet.
So that was another guy. The guy that fell asleep.
Yeah, the guy fell asleep I was taking him to work. He actually works at a skate shop. And he fell asleep on me.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was like, hey, wake up. I think I know why he fell asleep because I was listening to Glenn Beck. I think
That'll
that
do
put
it.
him to sleep.
Gets off on his tangents. It's catastrophic. It's catastrophic.
He actually did go out.
When does he not go off? I like when they're like goofing around, but I don't like when it gets all like doom and gloom. Kind of like today's show.
It was bad.
Like freaking death everywhere. Death of the show was happening
The
today.
death of this show.
It all went down. This guy Chris came in and did the show. He saw it on the playback one time, and then he came and did the show. And
He just went away.
It's like, this is nothing like what I saw on playback.
my phone's ringing off the hook right now. The executives are coming to get me.
Oh, another Wednesday meeting.
Yeah, another Wednesday meeting. I had to bounce
Another
on
Wednesday
for.
meeting.
No, literally. I mean, something's
Sorry.
going on.
You're
Because
canceled.
before we started the show, maybe that's what I think. I know there's something on the horizons. You know, something bad.
And this was the last. We only made it to 67 episodes in 2 years.
I know. I would take time off and do it. Cray Cray's doing 100 episodes.
I
today.
know.
100, yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Dropping later this afternoon.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How many, Chris, do you have? How many podcasts do you have done?
We just released 42 this morning.
Woo!
Yeah.
Smoking.
The 36 in 2014, and yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, once the season gets going, it's kind of like I was saying earlier. There's not a lot of news. I'm not just going to sit behind a microphone and make stuff up about football. But once it gets into it and the season starts kicking off around August, we go live once a week.
Well, what are you possibly going to talk about? Have you guys seen that billboard?
Yeah.
I hope we get a number one pick.
I tried it last year when we were just making up random stuff, and then you come to the realization, like, you're a NFL football podcast. You probably should focus on talking about NFL football. So kind of flip the formula a little bit and stay focused. And if it's great to have the time off when there's nothing to talk about.
So I guess we're not invited to that show.
What? Yeah, well,
Well, you're not, Chris, because you're not a sports fan.
I
Yeah,
could
it's okay.
I could trip. I was on that one. I did Earl Christie's show. Remember Earl Christie?
Okay.
He was in Super Bowl II.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And he called me because they couldn't be on I thought he was going to be there, and I drove all the way to Clearwater, the AM station. It was like on a Saturday, and I did a show, and it was just me and it was Dave. And I said, I thought Earl was going to be. He's like, no, he's traveling with the Jets this weekend. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But I talked football.
Yeah.
I talked shop. I know enough about it, but
I could BS my way through it. Get some stacks.
I don't know about that, Chris.
You did think it was a hunting podcast. So.
I never said that.
How do you shoot the Bucs?
Jeff. Jeff.
Oh, wait,
really?
raise your hand if you heard Chris say, what show? What type of show is this?
Yeah, that's all I said. I didn't say anything about, is a hunting podcast.
The Bucs. The Bucs stops here.
Yeah, I heard that.
It's a money financial show. The Bucs stops here. We also talk about Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we also, my name is Buck. What are the chances?
Good Lord.
And my favorite movie is Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
I guess if you're going to be a broadcaster, it's good to prep,
Eh.
But you know what? I normally have stuff to fall back on. If you look at my iPad, like right now,
It's
there's
turned
nothing.
off.
It's got my notes from last show. It's got and then I go, stream spot, our hearts go out to Nepal and your prayers. I start right now this morning. I go, call my dad on my birthday. Maybe Matt Baxter stays on the phone. That's it. Best
Maybe.
prep ever.
Maybe Mac Bassler stays on the phone.
I'm sure he would have, but you kind of had enough of him pretty quick.
I don't know. I don't know if I can take
It's
much more
tough.
of it.
The delay is tough.
I can't take much more of it. I don't know. Maybe we'll just keep him on the line and let him listen to the show or something.
Yeah.
Because I can't get anything out of him. I've tried.
Not anymore.
It's taken 67 episodes
To get
to get through. Like the first 20, he wasn't calling. But after that, he would call in. Same thing. What's going on, Matt?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing much, man. Yeah, I don't know. But, what are you going to, what's your plans? What's your visions for your show? Where you want to take it?
It started off as kind of a hobby just because being a knowledgeable, quote unquote, about sports is I think that I am. You call up radio shows and you get 2 minutes of time. And I was like, hey, I think I can kind of do this and start it. So what it's grown to is really, it's interesting when you have listeners of your show, they become a community of their own, really, and they start interacting on social media and stuff. So that's kind of where it's grown.
Yeah.
With the listeners being really global. We've got a guy who listens to our show, works in Germany and drives the Autobahn and says, that's his 1 hour to 2 hour commute every day when he does it. So it's really to kind of just continue because there's not a lot of us out there that are doing podcasts specifically about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. There's only myself and one other really that's dedicated just to Buccaneers football.
And you said you do like remotes. You did a live remote one time.
We've done a couple. Yeah, I had a previous sponsorship with a brewery, so we did a live remote from there. I'll be down at a wing place down in Largo, Florida on Thursday evening for the draft, pulling some live audio and stuff there to get some live reactions as the draft's going on. So, yeah, with my limited knowledge of how to run audio and stuff, I've been able to pull off some pretty good things. So.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
So, what's your plans for your Supernatural show? I'm kidding. He's got a running show.
It's a running show, yeah. Supernatural show. I don't know what I would do with that one, but running. I mean, it's just mostly it's just to continue to talk to cool people. Like I've talked to Olympians, I've talked to world class people, and
Do you talk to Bruce Jenner?
I have not talked to Bruce Jenner, but if he wants to come on my show, I'd
get
have
him on the show.
That's fine.
That'd actually be a good show. Running and Supernatural. I was running. How many UFOs have you seen and Sasquatches in the forest?
I don't know if I can have Matt on the phone on the show.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
Literally, I had someone come up to me that I know at my church, and they said, that Matt Baxter guy, he just drains me. I said, no, but the whole
try
show
talking to him.
Today's show should drain you.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I mean, and Bubba Bo Beard hasn't called. He was texting with me, and another guy that's called in. He was trying to buy my Avalanche from me.
Spray painted and everything.
Yeah, spray paint. I don't think he knows about spray paint, but he will now.
He does now.
He will now. But he's like, oh, you don't take it to the auction. And he's like a straight redneck from Alabama that calls all the time, too.
Well, he might be one that would like it to be spray paint camo.
Exactly.
I don't get it. When I used to do the show at 5:30, back in the day, we used to get phone calls. And I was
Drive
like in
time.
the groove. It was great.
Yeah.
Now it's like I get like random. We got a guy call from Ireland. We had a couple people call in,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But now
Ireland.
it's just like a ghost town. No one ever calls.
Well,
so days
according
like
to
this, you're kind of like,
Here. You don't have
yeah.
the chat room ready, but I'm talking to the chat room. Becca says, Matt got me motivated. I will be calling tomorrow.
oh,
All right.
Becca, first time caller, yay!
First time, long time.
Yeah, she needs a call.
Yeah,
She did.
does.
She did. Didn't she? No, she didn't call. Yeah, she did the Hear Me
No,
Out
she
app.
did the hear me out. She's the e-cigarette girl. She loved them e-cigarettes.
She loves Hank too. Hank Taylor.
She's
Yeah.
in love with Hank. She sent him kisses and everything, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. You know what this feels like right now doing this show?
And then my
Yeah.
cousin, yes, cousin, we want you to call. What in the world do you think we have the
Yeah,
phone
she needs-
number?
she needs to eventually call,
Why
too.
do we have the phone number on
Sitting
the
there.
screen? Not
Yeah.
because we want to.
Did you? You know what it's like doing the show? You ever listen to like bad college radio? That's what it feels like right now.
Yes.
It is so. I'm being honest. I mean, it feels so bizarre right now.
It does?
Yeah, for me sitting here, maybe I'll like look back and go, it wasn't that bad. But,
That's what you always say. You always say it's a
but
bad
I'm just
show.
sitting here. It's like because I read body language, and Chris is like, "That gummit, I gotta close." No, it's not. And Craig is like, "Man, I should have just kept running." And Chris is probably saying I should have just stayed in Cape Canaveral until the beach.
Yeah.
And I should have just stayed in bed. It's been one of those days. Like when it rains, it pours.
Jeff, next time they say don't wear orange shirt if your font is orange.
I just noticed that probably like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Thanks, chat room.
So there. And then according to my cousin, she may stop one day.
But I wanted to wear something different than black today. I got to do some community service after this for bad podcasting.
Bad podcasting, broadcasting.
Yeah, do my time. Like I'm gonna get down here and wire stuff. That's what happens when you do community service for podcasting. You got to wire things. And Chris is just gonna stand over me and look.
I'll be editing this show. Try to
Put some back into it. Well, thanks for coming in. You're gonna have to come in again. Like,
absolutely.
This is like a
Mondays are bad days for us.
shite day. I can say shite, full of bullshite. I just feel bad. I brought you in here, and it just like this is one of those things where I just like, just call it out of the can. This was part of the. This is horrible.
We got to give Matt Baxter the phone number when we're live, and I'll have him call in on my show. And see if
Yes,
he adds
that'll
a
be
little bit
awesome.
more.
This is what
Fan.
this is what I would do if I charge like Tom and Dan if they
Yeah.
they have that premium content. I would just charge for premium content, and do shows like this. Like this is a Jeff. No, I'm kidding. Do shows like this. Hey,
Yeah,
we can only do
absolutely.
one. I'm really starting to debate if I should be even doing this 4 days a week because it's a lot. It really is.
It is.
Here we go. Jeff Adams going on another vacation.
I'm gonna take 3 months off. No, I want to get to 100 quick.
Yeah.
Think I can get to 100 quick?
There goes my
At
job.
four times a week, it doesn't take long.
Yeah, it won't. But there's always something. I have to cancel a show here and there. But I like to get there. It'd be nice.
I mean, what are you, 60 to 67?
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing. I mean, you're getting a text from Nicole. I'm doing Nicole's show next week. Finally,
There you go.
that should be interesting.
You're only a few weeks away from the big 3 digits.
3 digits. I know. We'll get there. What do you want? We should do. I'm going to do like a live concert thing here. I think we get the room over there. We'll get a band, and we'll have a big party.
Yeah.
Do a 2-hour broadcast of just sitting here like this.
Just totally unscripted, willy-nilly for
Yeah.
2 hours.
I mean, if I had to
that'd be painful.
if I had to watch
That'd
this
be
right now,
painful.
I wouldn't even watch it. I'm like, I'll go back to work.
I'll check it back out tomorrow.
I'm good. If there's anything, bosses should really encourage employees to watch the show during work hours because they really, really encourage the employees to get to work.
That's right.
That's our new tagline.
There we go.
It's good, safe. It's instead of safe for the little ears in the family. It's safe for the bosses, employees to watch the show.
Safe for the cubicle ears.
Yeah, exactly. Because they'll work. They're like, I'm not watching this garbage.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right, we're out of here. Thanks for hanging out. You guys got any plugs? When's your next show coming out?
Just put it out this morning. We're on iTunes. Website's bucsbrief.com. On Twitter, @bucsbrief. It's been up there. Facebook.com/bucsbriefpodcast. And then we'll have some live stuff going on. This is the last of our NFL draft coverage. And then I'll have some clips from the draft party I'm going to and like kind of a wrap-up of whoever they draft and take a little bit of time off. And then we'll kick back into once training camp hits and be going out and getting some interviews and stuff with some players during training camp.
I promise you got to stop by though.
It'll be fun, man.
You picked this on an F day.
Again, I sit in my office and I've got a little mixer and stuff. So to me, I mean, this is uber impressive.
Uber.
I see what he did there. I see what he did there.
I honestly hate that company because if I was using that word was regular in my vocabulary all the time.
Uber?
Oh, really?
And, yeah, I use it all the time.
One context.
Uber. What about you? Congratulations on 100.
Thank you.
Here's to 100 more.
Yeah, that's the plan.
If it can get me running and get back to running because I'm getting a gut again.
Hey.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Yeah, I need to run. I need to do something. I got to put a gym in my old podcast studio, and there's a gym.
I thought you already had a gym there.
I do. I looked at it. I was looking at it last night. I go, I really should use that, but I'm not going to.
It's more effective if you use it than just look at it.
Thank you, Danny.
But it's nice to look at it from time to time.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's the thought that counts. You look at it and
Sometimes.
go.
Not in working out.
So congratulations on 100. Kris, congratulations on your Uber job. I'm sure it'll be prosperous for you on the weekends and making you late for work every single day from here on out. And wow. Kris, you're unemployable. Oh, did your mom say that? What did your mom say about that?
Unhireable.
Unhireable. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. I'm not going to go there. All right, we're into the show. All right, see you guys.